Now it's up to you. Thank you.
So the fourth experience or business case is from Middle East and North Africa, which is a hot region, both politically and technically. So we chose to speak about Oman Broadband Company, which is a company that is a national company created by the government to lay out the fiber in order to have the deployment of the fiber with structural separation. So this, the aim of the government was to have measurable goals of 50% by 2020 and 95% by 2030. So Oman Broadband Company focused on having a passive network for equal access, open access, and on a wholesale basis, and for the retail basis to end users. So they divided, they segmented the country for Muscat, which is the capital of Oman, and the areas where they have more than 2,000 inhabitants and the areas where they have less than 2,000 inhabitants. Sorry. So their vision was to provide broadband, efficient and affordable broadband structure, and they aimed, as I said, to ensure the deployment of the operational network in Oman. If we look at the rollout, if we look at the cost comparison with GPON and Ethernet point-to-point networks, we can see, depending on the population density and economic growth, as well as the service operators' demand, we can see how it was comparable, and that they can deploy easily fiber in Oman. And regarding the civil engineering represents 70% of the cost, they have partnered with the utility companies in order to lay out the fiber together. Speaking about the MENA region as a whole, we can see that in the MENA region, we have the UAE, the Emirates, and as well as Qatar and Kuwait that have a high percentage of rollout. We saw in the morning when we spoke about the global ranking. UAE was the second, and Qatar also, and Oman. If we look at the home passed as well as the subscribers percentage, we can see a high percentage in the UAE, as we said. And Saudi Arabia is also advancing in this, as well as Kuwait. Regarding Oman, we see the future is still promising for Oman. Here also we have the household penetration rate, which is very high in UAE, about 78%, and Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Jordan. For the FTTH MENA Council, we have since 2011 about 50 partners for the FTTH MENA, and we have our next event in Tunisia in end of October or beginning of November. So we invite you all to Tunisia to come and learn more about MENA region and the deployment of the FTTH. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So hope that your rollout projects will not be hindered by the oil price, and that you still get lots of funds coming into your countries to build out those networks. So very good. So final region.